Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to North Country Off Grid. Today we are going to be talking about the top 3 animals to have on your farm. So today in the video we're going to be talking about the top 3 animals to have on your farm to be able to live off of your farm, to be able to sustain yourself on your farm, on your land. And I'll give you a hint, this guy makes the list. Animal number 3, goats. Goats are great to have on the farm for a couple of reasons. Goats will keep themselves fed. You can release them out into this stuff, which we do. We free range our goats. The only reason they're in here now is because 2 of them are pregnant and getting ready to have some kids. Goats are great though because they will feed themselves. So if you just let them out onto land, allow them to graze, allow them to free range, you don't have to feed them. So let's face it, that keeps the feed bill down, which is very important, especially when you're talking about sustainability. Goats also carry a baby for 5 months, which means in 5 months, you've got more meat coming out. If you choose a dairy and a meat goat breed, you can then eat those goats, which is a great option to have every time a new chunk of meat is popped out on the farm. That is meals for you and the family in the coming months. Goats also provide milk. Now you might not like goat milk, but goat milk can be drinking if you don't have a cow. Cows are a lot of feed, cows are a lot of money, so cows didn't make my list for my top 3 animals. So with goats, you get milk, you get meat, and you get cheese. And of course, other dairy products, whatever you want to make. So, number 3, goats. All right, guys, farm animal number 2. Number 2 on the list, guys, is rabbits. Now, rabbits are great to have. They're a great protein source to have on the farm because they have babies every 30 days. So you get yourself a system of rabbits going, you get protein consistently popping out. Once you get a good cycle going, that's a lot of meat to be able to add to your farm. Depending on your setup, they do take a bit of feed, but they're not as bad as a large animal. Rabbits make my list because of how much meat they produce and how quickly they produce. So mixed in with a system of goats where you're getting animals every 5 months and you're getting rabbits every month, they're a great combination to have on the farm. And if your hands get cold, they make a great pair of mittens. All right, guys, now we don't have to go far to get our number 1 animal at the top of our list for having on your farm. And that animal is chickens. Chickens are, in my opinion, the number 1 animal you can have on the farm. They're the first animal we chose before we even came off grid, started farming, started homesteading. We got chicks, started raising them, and we went to our first property. We were only a couple months out from egg layers. So my advice to you would be go buy some egg laying hens and you've got instant breakfast right there. If you were thinking about self-sustainability, you have just marked off an entire meal every single day. You can prepare eggs in a lot of different ways to where you don't get tired of them, but having that food source every single day is fantastic. Also, chickens feed themselves. If you have a big enough chunk of land, you can just let them go. And other than during winter feeding, they feed themselves by eating all the bugs, which is a dual purpose for you because they keep all those disgusting bugs out of your place and off the floor. and it feeds the chickens. They're happy, they lay eggs, and you eat. Chickens are also great because they reproduce themselves. You just leave some eggs there. If you get a hen that's laying on them, you can dictate how many chicks you get in the future. So you can really control the amount of flock you have on the farm. The more chickens, the more eggs. Now this dude here is a rooster, which makes him useless for eggs, but it makes him useful for getting chicks. He's also very ugly. And little. He's not a meat breed. A dual purpose breed is something that I would suggest, something where you get eggs, egg production, as well as can be eaten. So if you decide that you want to eat a chicken, you get one that has a lot of meat on its bones. So look for a dual purpose bird. Dude's name is Zero. So in this time in the world today where people are being quarantined in their house, being told to stay, being sent home from work, I thought it'd be great to share this video with you guys, because as we are working less and we're able to buy less food, maybe this will steer some of you in the right direction. Hit up a local farmer in your area, get some chickens. Chickens are great. They're a great start to help feed your family. Again, rabbits are great, pretty easy to take care of as well, although we fail at getting them bred, but hopefully they're bred now. And we'll be expecting rabbit babies in the next 30 days. Also, goats do take some land to have, not much. You can actually put a couple of goats in just a grassy kind of weedy area, but if you have a big chunk of land, get a bunch of goats and turn them out. So these are my top 3 animals, guys, to keep you alive, keep the family fed, and to work on that sustainability of your farm and your family. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're new. And if my animals didn't make your top 3 list, put in the comments below. Tell me what your top 3 animals are for having on the homestead. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.